Alright. Video game console tier list. Let's go. I don't know what this is. This is the... What Xbox is this? I'm not an Xbox user. And don't say Xbox 720. I have no clue. Oh, great. Well, this is the... Xbox One. That's what it is. Alright, well, let's just get it out of the way. Xbox does not beat PlayStation. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. Even though it's like basically the same thing as the PS4, I'm putting it in C tier solely for that purpose. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, the Dreamcast. I actually own the Dreamcast. So this is going in S tier. So many underrated games in this system. Not to mention, I'm actually pretty sure Third Strike was on this, right? There's a Third Strike port. With that controller. Hey, I know it looks bad. It looks very bad. But actually, like, using it feels fine. Like, I know it looked very bulky and ugly looking, but actually playing on it is not bad. Let's see, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, and then I already mentioned Third Strike. I didn't own Third Strike though. Mortal Kombat Gold, Jet Set Radio. I never played Jet Set Radio or Crazy Taxi, but you know, grew up playing Mortal Kombat Gold a lot. Sonic Adventure. Didn't play Soul Edge. And again, so many underrated gems. I mean, Star Wars Demolition. The Twisted Metal Star Wars variant. Power Stone, that was another one that I sort of had. That game was very fun. Toy Commander, very underrated game where you play as like toys, toy planes, cars, and ships, or not ships, but like helicopters, and you fight little battles and stuff and do missions. So cool. But yeah, this goes in S tier. Is this the PSP? I never owned a PSP, and I've never played on a PSP. So I don't know what it's like. But I don't think it was bad, right? Someone that owned a PSP in the chat needs to verify. Yeah, they were highly praised, yeah. Tony had one. Oh, did he? Oh, he did! That's right. Okay, well, I'll just move on to the next one. Xbox 360? Or is this the first version of the Xbox One? No, this is the Xbox One? No, what is this? I see two Xbox 360s on here. What? Oh, yeah, maybe... Yeah, I don't know, actually. I'll put it in B, though. It was fun. Still slim and the fat one? I have no clue. I can't tell. Game Boy Advance? Yeah, this is A tier. This was my first handheld console. I got it for my 5th birthday. And I had a Ninja Turtles game on this. It was very fun. And then obviously, like, you know, later got Pokemon, and then, you know, all those cool games. Oh, there was Super Mario Advance. Those games are really fun. But obviously the Nintendo DS is going to trump the Game Boy Advance. So many good games. So many good games. Pokemon. Lego Star Wars. Um, well, I didn't play any of the DS Castlevanias, but I played that in the collection that came out recently. Um, Mario Hoops 3 on 3, that's another one I really grinded and played. Yeah, DS Lite. The DS Lite was the one I'm talking about. The original DS was the big thick one. Sega Genesis. I never played this. I played games on it, but I've never actually like played it before. I don't even think I've held the controller. But I know it's not a bad system. Alright, PS2. Ooh. So I've never owned a PS2. But it's an S tier. I've definitely played it enough when I was a kid. My favorite PS2 game is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Cannot go wrong with Battlefront 2. That was like my favorite PS2 game. GTA San Andreas was always fun to play. I'm pretty sure they had Need for Speed, right? PS2 only goes in S. Soul Calibur 2 and 3. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Soul Calibur 3. I have that. 2, I had it on the GameCube. And I think it's... Is this still the most sold PlayStation console? Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah, I don't... Oh, Tekken 5. Yeah, I have Tekken 5 as well. Very good. I don't know what this is. I assume it's another PS2 variant. So I'll just put that in S. You know, same reason. Original Xbox. I've never played this. I just know it's big and bulky. But I hear it's not bad. I hear it's a good system. The Wii. Ooh. Another easy S tier. Dude, I remember getting this for my 8th birthday, was it? And then, you know, hooking it up at night, playing Wii Bowling and Wii Sports, dude. Oh my god, it was so much fun. And then I had Super Mario Galaxy and Brawl. So I, you know, would go back and forth on those two. Very fun. And then everyone had a Wii. Literally everyone. Wii U. Yeah, Brawl's music was the best in the whole series, in my opinion. But the Wii U, unfortunately, did not live up to the expectations as the original. Some underrated gems, but for the most part, did not hold up. I think the most underrated game on here is Star Fox Zero, because that game was very fun, had amazing graphics. You know, it's a Star Fox game, it's gonna be fun. Music was good. Only issue was the controls. You control the aiming with the gamepad. Why do you do that? But other than that, like, why? I mean, yeah, Smash 4 was on it. That was probably the biggest reason I got the Wii U. Was Smash 4. Obviously, I had to get a couple more games after that, just so it wasn't a wasted console. Oh, oh, excuse me. Mario Kart 8 was another game that carried it. Yeah, gyro aim, yeah, it was. Mario Kart 8 really carried this thing. Carried it so much that it brought it all the way to the Switch. It still is, yeah, it still is great. Alright, moving on. PS4. How many PS4s are on here? Is it just this one? I think so. I think PS4 gets an A. You know, it was a good console. A lot of good games on it. The controller was amazing. Much like Saint Snake was saying earlier, how they use a controller. Or the PS4 controller in Street Fighter and all that. I used the PS4 controller up until last year. Until my buttons finally broke on it. It's got a good feel to it. Good weight. Nice responsive buttons. You just cannot go wrong with it. Only issue is updating games. When you update a game, it would take over 30 minutes. Well, again, depending on your internet, but for the most part, take over 30 minutes. And then after it's done updating, it's got to copy the update. And then do it again. I mean, it'd take half as long as to do it, but still, it would take forever. It was ridiculous. I don't know if Tony's still here, but he can attest to that. How many times we would want to play like Black Ops 4 and then we couldn't because it would take forever, and then by the time it was done, we'd have to go to sleep. Alright, moving on. Nintendo Switch. My honest opinion, look, the handheld thing is a nice gimmick. For the life of me, I do not use this thing handheld. You know, the controls are horrible. The Joy-Cons get Joy-Con drift so easy, and they break so fast. It's ridiculous. Very inconsistent in its performance as well. Yeah, you're right. The game could not run games, and it's unfortunate because there are some really good games on the Switch. You know, the Metroid Prime Remastered is probably the best looking game on the Switch, and it's a remaster of a GameCube game. Other than that, Metroid Dread's another groundbreaking game for it. Mario Odyssey's good. Obviously, like I mentioned before, they brought Mario Kart 8 to the Switch. The Mario parties were okay. Smash, obviously, helped carry it. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were really good. But, you know, the system performance was just not great. I want to play Dread again, but I just don't like playing it on the Switch. What? Put it on the docking station, you fool. That's the best Metroid game. You know, I actually never finished Tears of the Kingdom, so I gotta get back to that. There's just too much to do. Okay, moving on. Unless there's anything else I gotta say about the Switch, but I don't think there is. This is the newest Xbox, Series X. Put in B. I hear there's no good exclusives for this system. And it also looks like a fridge. So, yeah, I guess I can't really attest to it. But yeah, fridge moment. This is an Atari. I can't say I've ever played that. Xbox 360. This was good. Obviously, it was like the same thing as the PS3, but honestly, I feel like this was better than the PS3 just because of the parties. Because you can join a party, like voice chat party with your friends. And the PlayStation 3 did not have that. It's very unfortunate. Oh, this is the original Game Boy? Never had it, but I hear it's fun. Same with the color. And I don't know what... Is this the Sega Game Gear? Yeah, I never heard anything about this. Parties were cool. Netflix watch parties in the beginning. I didn't even know they had that. Really? Oh, this is the original Game Boy Advance. Oh, this goes like... D tier. Right? Because it's like really awkward. It's like really awkward looking. And no backlight. Yeah, that sucks. Got changed because people would all watch and use one account. This is another PSP variant, right? I've never even seen this one before. Oh, PS Vita, I've never actually seen that either. But I can't say I can rank it. I do not know what this console is. What is this? Is this another Sega system? I hear the Vita gets used for, like, emulation? Yeah, emulating, yeah. Another handheld console I've never seen. PS5. Ooh. This one's tough. I want to put it in B, just because there's nothing on it that's, like, really worth getting, in my opinion. I mean, they have the Spider-Man games, and they have the Wolverine game coming out. Oh, man. But for the life of me, I don't really have a reason to play anything on it. Oh, but they do have Astrobot, right? I guess I'll put it in A. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is really the only reason I'm putting it in A. That game was so good. Ooh, okay, PlayStation 1. I've never played this. But I assume this was like a S tier in most people's eyes, right? I'll show you the way. Yeah, I'm assuming it's... most people would put it in S tier. GameCube. Easy S. This might be my favorite console of all time. The amount of games and innovation this console brought was crazy. You know, Mario parties. All the Mario parties. Super Mario Sunshine. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, I still think it's fun. Metroid Prime. The Mario Sports games. Super Smash Bros. Melee, exactly. Soul Calibur 2. Spider-Man 2. Shadow the Hedgehog. I know, I can't believe I just said that, but that's my opinion. I don't think that game is as hated, or I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. There's just so many good games on this console, man. NES. You know, for what it is, I'll give it a B, because it actually was worth it. Oh, actually, I'll keep it in C, because, you know, back then you didn't really know a game was good until you actually played it. But I think a majority of the games were good, right? And it did innovate a lot, yeah. You know, Super Mario Brothers, Mario 2, Mario 3, Metroid, Legend of Zelda, you know, those are the big ones. Oh, Castlevania 1, 2, and 3. Can't spell, I'm typing so fast. Ooh, okay, Super Nintendo. This is an easy S. This took the NES and just upgraded literally everything about it. Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds, Castlevania 4. You know, this game, or this system just brought so many new games and upgraded so much within such a short span of time. I don't think I need to say much more about it. Link to the Past, fave Zelda still. Thank you, SNES. Can't say I'm a big fan of it, but I know it's very beloved. This is another PS1. Okay, I'm just gonna put that over down there. N64. This took the SNES and upgraded it even more. Pokemon Stadium, Mario 64. N64, here you go, Satan. Yeah. Yeah, this is an amazing console. Yeah, I still have mine. I have it packed away though in my crawl space, but I still own it and it still works. Yeah, I think it speaks for itself. Bulky PS3. I actually own this. I own this PS3. Goes in B tier. Solely because it can play PS2 games. This is how I played Battlefront 2 all the time. Because I had a PS3 that was backwards compatible. This one's actually different for once, yeah. Only downside is it's very bulky and very heavy. Yeah, it's a very unique look for the system. It's another 360. I'll just put it over here, same tier. Okay, ooh, here we go. PS3 Slim. So I'll put this in A tier, just... I don't know, actually. It was smaller. It was nice. It was very nice, actually. There's actually two versions. This is the second version. There's the Super Slim was after that, and I had the Super Slim. Honestly, I might put this in the same tier, because this wasn't backwards compatible. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't backwards compatible. That was the one downside. I still think that that my favorite games on here were Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Super underrated Transformers games. And I really think those two need a remaster. If those two games got a remaster, I will be so unbelievably happy. Because those games were so much fun. Anyone who plays those games knows what I'm talking about. I think PS3 should go to should go to A because of free online. That's true. You're right. It is going to A because they had free online. Yeah, Xbox had to pay subscriptions. Yeah, that was super lame. Well, at least for Xbox. And then Sony had to be lame as well and do the same thing. But yeah, no, it's gonna go in A tier. And this is the Xbox One, right? Yeah, it's not getting higher than a PlayStation. Solely because it's a Xbox. Sorry. Then the Fire Nation attacked. Alright, this is the 3DS. I own this. This is a good system. A lot of good games on it. A lot of Pokemon games that were really good on it, in my opinion. Had the Star Fox 64 3D remaster, which is really fun. The 3D feature was really bad, though. And that was supposed to be its selling point. The 3D feature was just trash. I don't think anyone used the 3D feature on it. It was so bad. Oh yeah, and then Ocarina of Time, and then Majora's Mask 3D. Yeah, I had Majora's Mask. I remember I did get that one. That is my favorite Zelda game, Majora's Mask. It was a smaller console, though. Kind of hard to see on the screen if, you know, you have bad eyesight. I think it was about the same size as the DS Lite. And I see this is the... Yeah, they made another variant, the XL. So I'll put this in A tier because it just took the screen and just made it bigger. Or the whole system bigger, which is really nice. Virtual Boy, never played it, but I know it's trash. Another Xbox One, right? I can go in B tier. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, there we go. Console tier list.